Getting started with krewData for Kintone. krewData is a plugin that allows you to take control of your Kintone data. krewData offers non-technical users the ability to manipulate data from multiple Kintone apps. In today's video, Getting Started with krewData, we are going to walk through the process of setting up krewData for Kintone. We will cover installation, installing the krewData app, activation, simple app join using krewData, using the krewData app as a data source. First, let's take a look at the plugin installation process for an admin. Once you have received your trial or purchase confirmation email with all the necessary download links from the Krew team, you can begin the installation process. Here is what we will need to proceed with the rest of the installation and activation process. 1. Zip file containing plugin files. 2. krewData specified application. Links to all these resources should be sent to you via the confirmation email mentioned previously. Next, once we have all the files downloaded and our serial key ready, we can begin by navigating to your Kintone administration settings by clicking on the gear icon in the top right corner and selecting Kintone Administration. Please note that you will need to have administrator privileges to add or remove plugins in your Kintone environment. Once on the administration screen, click on the Plugins link under the Other header. Now that we are on the plugin screen, we can begin the process of importing our plugin files. At the top left of the screen, click the button labeled Import. A window will be displayed where you will be able to browse for the zip file we downloaded earlier. Click the Browse button, locate your zip file, and click Import. The krewData plugin should now show up in the list of available plugins and are now ready for use. Now that the plugin files are installed, the next step is going to be installing the krewData specified application. This is the app where all of the operations are funneled through. It is also a good candidate for our logging app that we'll get set up here shortly. Back in our Kintone space, we'll need to create a new app. In the top right-hand corner of the screen, click on the three dots and click Create App from the drop-down menu. Here in the Kintone Marketplace screen, we're going to select the option labeled Create App from Template File and upload our zip file labeled krewData Specified App and click Create App. Great! Now there are only a few more steps that we need to take before we can start using the krewData plugin. Now that we have our app created, let's navigate to the new krewData Specified app and click the gear icon to head into the app settings. Once there, select the Plugins option to bring up the Plugins screen. At the top left, we're going to click Add Plugin and click the checkbox next to the krewData plugin that we installed earlier. Click Add to add the plugin to the application. In order for our changes to take effect, we now need to go back to the App Settings page and click on the Update App button. Next, we can move on to activating the krewData plugin. Now that we have everything installed, we can activate the plugin files. For this step, we're going to need to head back into the App Settings page for the krewData Specified app. Once in there, click on the Plugins option. Next, we need to click on the gear icon to bring up the krewData settings. If this is the first time you've accessed this page, you will be greeted with a pop-up window asking you to activate with your serial key. Now there are two different versions of krewData that you can purchase, or you can purchase and activate both. For this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and enter a serial key for real-time and click OK. Once we've finished entering our serial key information, we'll be taken to the krewData Designer screen. This is where we'll be performing all of the setup for our new krewData plugin. First, some housekeeping. krewData will need to associate a logged-in user with the app so that the log entries that are created when the app runs can be associated with a specific user. In the krewData Designer, click on File, then User Information. In this screen, we just need to enter our Kintone user information based on the authentication type that the Kintone administrator has set up. We're going to use the first box, which is Single User Authentication. If successful, we should see a success message. And that's it. Now we can get in and start using the plugin. Learn more at krew.meshius.com.